Hmm. We're gonna try to prevent the Morocco from capturing this city as much as possible, and the only way to do that, I think, is to just move forward. Move forward and try to occupy as many tiles as possible. Yeah, that's pretty much the only way to do this. I think there was a uranium deposit somewhere in my territory. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna send a worker to capture this. Maybe, yeah, you know what? Gonna take this guy. We're gonna use that worker to improve the uranium. We gained 4 uranium from this. Do we have any more uranium anywhere? Uranium? Anywhere? Nope, that's the only uranium we have. I have like 4 of it, which is fine. I guess we don't need too much anyway. We're gonna be building improving the fish. I mean, there has to be more somewhere. Let's see here. There has to be some uranium. Oh, there it is. Okay, we have some uranium, ladies and gentlemen. This one has 2. What about this area? Okay, so we're gonna have a total of 6 uranium. That is good to know. It's gonna give us a lot of production as well, if we improve it. This privateer here. We're gonna send them to reinforce the attack on Astur. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna tell them to auto move here. Yeah, it's gonna be much easier. And you are gonna move this way, so I don't have to micromanage them too much. I don't think Morocco is gonna be able to capture this. I mean, they could reduce their health maybe, although they do have a siege unit ready to fire. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it. They even have an aircraft stations, so if they can reduce their health to 0, and then they can capture with the Berber cavalry. But I don't think the Berber cavalry is gonna be able to capture the city because it has an attack penalty because it's a cavalry unit. It's a very early cavalry unit, and it has an attack penalty against cities. So I don't think this is gonna be able to capture it. In fact, Assyria can probably destroy him with the city during their turn. Oh, so they're gonna attack. Okay. Well, that's a lot of damage, actually. Ooh, okay, so they destroy. Good, they don't have any melee units to capture this city anymore, which means this city is pretty much going to be mine. Yes, I will be able to capture this city easily. And we could probably destroy this worker as well. Athos declared war on Genghis Khan. Yeah, everyone is declaring war against this poor bastard. Look at him. Which is a pity because, yeah, he captured a lot of cities. He captured 2 city-states, apparently, Mombasa as well. Yeah, I think this is why everyone hates him. So what the hell's going on here? Oh, they're actually attacking my anti-tank gun. Which is a bad target because... Actually, it's a good target. It's one of my weakest units anyways. Although I think the Gatling gun is probably weaker than the anti-tank gun, yeah. Because the anti-tank gun is actually from an advanced era, and it has more defense strength or something, yeah. Okay, so yeah, the game is going really well so far. I'm very happy that I'm able to capture stuff, and overall, I think I don't need any more cities. I don't need to declare war anymore. We have a pretty decent amount of territory. We can just sit back and focus on the science victory this time around. Actually, before we do anything else, we should probably check out our culture. Yeah, so because we gained a bunch of like great works of art and stuff. Yeah, there it is. Amulet. From medieval, we can actually use this to improve the hermitage. Yes, we can. We have a medieval from Colchis. Medieval from Assyria. I think we captured a couple of things from them as well. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move the music, great works of music, down here. Yes, our culture is actually improved from 521 to 524, which is good. Yeah, we're gonna move these great works of music into cities that have more culture overall, or have wonders built inside them and so forth. For example, Onoba, I think, is a good idea to... Yes, we gained we jumped all the way to 529. Another good thing. And we jumped to 534. Sweet. We're doing well. Just move this from the mood. 536. We jumped up again. Is there any more any more jumps we can have? So we have like industrial from the Songhai and Germanic tribes. You know. Since we have medieval from Assyria, I think we can change something here. Nah. This one is classical from me. This one is industrial. Yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle. Just moving these guys around is so complicated. Maybe we can use the great works of art from them, or maybe we can exchange something. Anyways, okay, so this one is a Songhai from the industrial Songhai. This one is medieval gold cheese. So what we want is something that is non-industrial, non-medieval. Let's try for it. Alright, so that we have a modern here, but it's actually one of mine. I exchanged these earlier. I could get them back if I want, but actually it's probably a good idea. The modern, we could use the modern. We could remove the Germanic tribes industrial era and replace it with one of my old modern things. Yeah, let's do that. Take it from the Songhai. Industrial. This is gonna work. Yes, finally we have +6 from the Hermitage. So now we have filled all of our wonders completely. We have a huge amount of tourism at this point. What about this? This is a Assyria medieval era and Tartessos classical amulet. Where do we want to move this? If we gain an extra one of these artifacts or something, we could probably use that. Anyways, we're done with this micromanaging our artifacts. We can now turn our attention to capture the city. We're just going to strike it from a distance, and then I'm going to rush in with the destroyer. Alright. Or you know, we can use the destroyer to kill that poor worker. We're going to capture this with our infantry. There we go. So Assur have been completely dominated. There we go. And we've gained I think two culture from tourism from this. Annex, 8 happiness. Well, this is one of the lowest points of happiness we've ever had. But we're going to restore this as soon as we can once the resistance is over. It's going to take 7 turns for the resistance. That's quite a lot of resistance. We're going to destroy this worker just for good measure. Yeah, we're bastards. We're killing civilians. Shame on us. That is a shameful thing. But I don't feel sorry, to be honest. Yeah, we're just gonna. We pretty much own this continent. Even our religion is all over the place. In fact, we should probably convert this as soon as we can. Yeah. You know, if you pump out another missionary at this point, we can easily convert Assur, and then we're gonna send it back to Babanza Congo. And we can adopt another policy. I was promising myself that I was going for patronage, yeah. Increase resting point for influence to 20, there we go. So now we're going to make more friends, we're going to make more allies as well. Easily. Let's go for some production. This city doesn't have a lot of culture, so building the hotel here is not very useful. But we can build a stadium and increase our happiness just a little bit. Well, let's go for the hotel, screw it. Because the good thing about the hotel is that it doesn't cost any upkeep, which is interesting. Means we can spam it as much as we want. University here, constabulary. So what sort of national wonders we have not built yet? Let's take a look. Pretty sure there's a national wonder around there somewhere, which we have not completed yet. The Pentagon is going to take 3 turns. Let's go see. So we have not built the heroic epic, which requires barracks. 8 still required. It's quite a lot. Grand Temple 8 required. National intelligence. Yeah, the reason why is because we did not puppet the new cities we captured. You see all these cities. We're gonna have to build all these buildings in all of them, which is gonna take a while. Which means we're not gonna be able to complete all of these national wonders. On the other hand, they're not very essential. I mean, the Grand Temple is probably the most important, and the National Intelligence Agency, which will increase the effectiveness of our spies, and that's it. Yeah, the National Intelligence Agency is probably the second most important. The Whereas the national epic, the heroic epic, we don't really need that. It's just going to provide an improvement to our military. And at this point, we already have a bunch of military units, so we're not going to be needing to build any more. Especially not from that city anyway. So yeah, we don't have to worry about those too much. In fact, we're just going to focus on science. Or change production a little bit. Let's go for stock exchange. Yeah, we need a little bit of gold at this point. Oh, they actually have a decent amount of cultures. Yeah, let's go for the broadcast tower. There we go. Anything else? There's an amphitheater and a stoneworks. That would be nice. Actually, I'm gonna make a queue here. Let's add some cities to the buildings to the queue. Use the granary, the amphitheater, the and the windmill. Perhaps the windmill is nice. And the aqueduct. We want the city to grow fast, as fast as possible, basically. And the market. There we go. We're actually going to emphasize the. I can't see the windmill. Yeah, there's the windmill. Okay, we're going to emphasize the windmill a little bit, just after the stoneworks. Okay, bomb bomber. We're going to keep you back to heal. Now, at this point, we should probably declare peace with Assyria. We don't want them to have like a bunch of privateers and navy units plundering my, my trade routes and such. So we're just gonna negotiate peace with these guys. We can't negotiate peace for another 4 turns because we made a deal with Morocco. It's amazing. We captured all of their cities in 6 turns. Wow. So that's efficiency. All right. So we're gonna keep healing our stuff. Yeah, you guys can heal. You can. Wait, what did I do? Crap. Okay. So they're working to intercept. Fine. Yeah. Usually, after I capture a bunch of cities, this is the point where I just become a little bit lazy. I start not moving my units at all. I just keep them around. Yeah. I'm pretty content at this point. I don't think I'm going to declare war on anyone anymore. I'm just going to keep my units hanging around, doing nothing. Yeah. At this point, I'm just going to focus on the economy. Going to focus on science. Improving my cities as much as possible. Building improvements, micromanaging my workers is basically what I'm going to be doing for the next few hundred turns. I predict that the game will be over by, I think, turn 450 or something. Usually I finish my games at turn 440. But yeah, at this point, because our science is not as good as I wanted. Yes, we are the first in land. Excellent. In fact, we're also the first in production. We're jumping up the ranks. But our approval has jumped down a little bit. Yeah. Assyria is now the worst. They're actually worse than they're worse than Incas and everything. I still wonder, does the Inca have any cities? Is there a way for me to tell if the Inca has cities? I don't know if there has to be like some kind of diplomacy overview, city overview. I don't know. Economic overview, perhaps? No, this is not for me. This is actually for me, not for the other nations. Man, I don't know. There has to be a way for me to see the cities of the other nations, like maybe the Incas. So he's angry at me. They don't have any tradable cities, but that probably means that they have like 1 city remaining, or they don't have any cities remaining at all. There's no way for me to tell. Yeah, I can't tell how many cities they have, which is weird. So now we have a great general here, and we really can't do anything with him. Man, look at all those luxury resources. We have a bunch of luxuries. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to exchange with other people. Does anyone have like luxuries they have excess from? No, they all traded the luxuries with each other. Isabella, though, she probably hates me. Yep, she hates me. Anyways, we're gonna offer the ivory in exchange for some dyes. We have a bunch of dyes. Really? Well, it's your loss anyway. You're not going to be able to expand too much if you don't exchange with me. So yeah, you just keep acting like a moron and being stubborn towards me. I don't care, man. So our score also increased, which is nice to know. I'm going to try to catch up with score. In fact, yeah, we actually have they have 1 more wonder than we do. We have 1 more technology than they do. They have 128 policies. We're equal in policies. We have more great works. Thank God for that. We have, for some reason, they have 134 religion, while we have 123. Maybe it's because they have more religious population, but we have more religious cities. That's the difference. So you can see here our cities. Yeah, we have 23 cities under our control of our religion. We're gonna go back to 24 after we convert to Assur. In fact, let's do that right away. Let's just build a. We're gonna buy. Oh, we can buy a missionary. Okay, it has to be a controlled city. We're gonna try this. Missionary costs 800 health, faith. Wow, that's a lot of faith, but we still managed to do it anyways. So yeah, I don't know what to do with the great general at this point. I'm just gonna let him hang around for a while. We need a worker in this area too. Is there a worker? This guy. You can start building a pasture. You can heal yourself. And you could just, if we end up declaring war with Morocco, we might just send these artillery guys to control the borders. Because at any minute now, Morocco's gonna start hating me and, just getting all angsty. You're gonna heal. We do need to keep a few defensive units around here somewhere. We're gonna move this artillery guy over here. Okay. And this one as well. Here. The infantry, I think we have a pretty decent amount of defensive forces here, so we're just going to start moving infantry as well. You guys can move back. Yeah, okay, you're going to move back as well. Just give me a minute. I'm going to move you here, just to protect this area. Yeah, alright, so we're going to leave this Gatling gun for defense. We can even upgrade this guy, but we don't have a lot of gold income at this point. So we're just gonna keep him around. Gonna move the general into this. Yeah, he's gonna be on top of the artillery. Okay, that's a lot of movement. And we're gonna keep this one lancer here just in case somebody attacks us from the sea, which is unlikely, but just having one unit protecting the area is always nice. And furthermore, there might be barbarians around here somewhere, maybe in this area. Man, if I could grab this uranium, that would be awesome. If the borders would increase. There's only 2 uranium, but it's nice to have extra. It's always nice. Alright, so we finally can end the turn. It's been a long turn. There's a lot of micromanagement. And I know a lot of viewers might be annoyed by the way I micromanage too much. But I like to have everything under my control. I just don't want everything to be automatic. And my workers making mistake and all this. Especially since I am playing a mod nation. It has come to my attention that you're getting a little friendly with Kaisel. Screw it. We're sorry. Although I'm not really sorry, but yeah, whatever. Seriously, even Germanic tribes are declaring war against Mongolia. Yeah, Mongolia is really in a pathetic situation, which is strange because they actually have aircrafts. So why are they so weak? Why is everyone declaring war on them? Colchis denounced Syria. Yeah. This is one of the most hate-filled games I've ever played. I'm not talking about Civ5, I'm talking about this game in particular. It's one of the most unlucky starts we've ever had, and everyone is denouncing each other. Which is strange, because we spent most of the first half of the game being peaceful with each other, but suddenly now everyone hates each other. Yeah, there's a lot of war. He actually has a frigate. Okay, he has 3 frigates, and he's going to try to recapture these. It's a good thing I have a couple of frigates here, and maybe this privateer. And the privateer actually does a lot of damage. That's nice. And we have a couple of Gatling guns as well. Oh, and we have a destroyer. Cool. The destroyer can pretty much rip their asses. Yeah, he could destroy this one completely. Yeah, he could destroy each one of them in 1 turn. I love destroyers. They're just cool. And they don't cost any special resources. It's actually one of the most overpowered navy units in the game. They can do everything. They have a high combat strength, especially in this early point in the game. Look at that. One of my city-states friends, they actually destroyed one of their boats. Good. We don't have to worry about them anymore. So yeah, this is what I was worried about. If you take away all their cities, I have enabled this option in the games where even if all of their cities are destroyed, they will still stay alive. I have enabled that option. This is an option that you will get from the game menu. when you're creating a new game, you have that option, and I usually enable it. So yeah, it will give the losing nation a fighting chance to take back their cities and such. I think it's really amusing that when a nation that loses all of their cities can still be alive by virtue of their units. And look at this, these guys are still wandering like pirates. Assyria has become a pirate nation in this game. Look at this. Yeah, they just have a bunch of navy units and that's it. They have nothing else. Alright, so we're gonna use our frigates. We could probably destroy this guy. Yeah, we could destroy him in 2 turns easily. It's kind of strange. Well, how come we're... Oh, so because they have a strategic resource penalty. They don't have any iron. They have no access to any of the strategic resources. And that's why we'll be able to destroy them easily. And we can destroy this one as well. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to be able to capture this. There's a 50% chance to capture it. Yep, we have it. Thank God. We have captured an extra frigate. The artillery, we're going to move him back. Do we need artillery here? Yeah, we're going to keep this one for a while. And we're going to move this guy down here just in preparation for our war against Morocco. Which is probably never going to happen, but just in case. And look at that, we have a bunch of city connections established finally. Wow, it's like 7, 8 connections right away. And our gold income has jumped again to 57 in just 1 turn, thanks to all these connections. Because you can see all of these cities, they already have like all of these roads between them, so they're fully connected anyway. Yeah, they're fully connected. But they're still occupied, so we need to build these courthouses. It's going to be a resistance for 3 turns, going to be a resistance for 2 turns here, and 6 there. Okay. But we will be... Oh, alright, so this city is now fully under my control. We'll have nothing to worry about. We're going to start building stuff here. Yeah, we're going to build everything. We could even buy everything if we want. Do they have... oh yeah, we can't build the windmill here because this is a city on a hill, apparently. Is this city connected? Yes, it is. So we're going to choose the production. We'll go for a lighthouse first. We're going to add a few things to the queue. They have like 1 castle there, so, okay, which means we can go for a stable, perhaps increase production in the city. But more importantly, let's go for the monument, the library, the granary, and what else? The shrine, maybe? Yeah, shrine. Extra faith, always welcome. And finally, the I don't know, the barracks. Yeah, whatever. Okay. And what more? Holy micromanagement. There's nothing to build here anymore, so I don't know. Let's just go for some archaeologists. We could probably build an archaeologist. Exploit some more. Yeah, we have this one antiquity site down there, which is very far. Well, regardless, should be able to make it. Alright, so you are going to go back to improve the uranium. I'm going to complete this farm in a hurry. Grade 1 bomber is going to move to Anoba. Okay, so this guy, we're going to gain a Pentagon in 2 turns, so we don't have any opportunity to rush this thing. But just in case, I mean, we could probably rush this in another coastal city to build the, where is it? The recycling, yeah, the Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House is one of those wonders. It will give you like 1 free culture, 1 free social policy. So the AI usually likes to go for it. They really like the Sydney Opera House. And it's a really good wonder, actually. Extra social policy, great works of music, which is rare. You don't get this a lot. The only other wonder that gives you great works of music is the Broadway. Without mods, of course. I mean, you could add mods to increase wonders, which I don't usually like to do, to be honest. I don't like to add wonder mods because if you play on higher difficulties, the AI is going to build them anyway. So why you basically gave the AI a free bonus? Why would you do that? Doesn't make sense to me. So we're going to send this guy over to in one of our weaker cities. We want to improve our cities really fast. This city doesn't have a lot of hills around it, so we might actually send that engineer here. And this city is having a hard time acquiring new tiles, apparently. So what we're going to do, we're just going to improve this into a forest. Let's see, which one of our weaker cities? this area. I think this one's going to have a hard time building new things. So we're going to send that guy over to where the Great Engineer. There he is. Okay. Alright, Mr. Great Engineer, you're going to be sent over into Dursharuki. We're going to use you in order to build a manufactory over this jungle. Yes. Or we could keep him around and rush some wonders, perhaps. Where is he? You know what? Just stay here. Yeah, stay here. Caravan. Mabanza Congo, we're already allies with them. 155 influence over these guys, so we're pretty much good friends. Colombo, we already have a trade route with them as well. We are allies with them. We're allies with Malacca as well. And our influence with them is increasing. I could go back to Malacca at some point, but right now I'm just going to go for maybe one of these standard city-states. Riga is our friend, 154 influence over them. Vilnius, 176 influence. All that remains, I think, is Valletta. These are the only ones we have never dealt with at all. So we're going to send them a trade route. Yes, there we go. It might get intercepted by a bunch of barbarians here. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of roaming barbarians in this area, which means we're going to be ready to replace it. Remove Squid One Bomber back to Onoba. And this missionary gets ready to convert Ashur to our religion. There we go. Boom. I think they should be following us now. Yes, they are now following us. We have 8 followers, just barely. And our religious pressure is just incredible. 45, 63 here, 72 there, and yeah. The next thing we gotta do is to move to Mabanza Congo. This will allow our religion to spread even faster towards the east. Because you can see here, most of these cities in this area are under Tengirism. Yeah, Tengirism. There's a lot of pressure from this Tengirism thing, which is not nice. We're gonna try to impose our own religion in this area. But the good thing is, yeah, Nebrissa is under our religion as well. These guys, yeah, our pressure here is just slightly higher. 45, yeah, in this continent, it's all ours. It's all mine. Good. So yeah, let's just go for the mine here. This guy, do we need an extra infantry in this area? I don't think we need more. We're just gonna keep him, yeah, we're gonna send him down there as well. During the war in Morocco, he's gonna have very powerful cities. Morocco has very powerful cities. Yeah, alright, let's go back there. I'll send you over the border. I think we have a worker down here somewhere who's not doing anything. Yeah, we're gonna need to send a worker to fix all these tiles here. There's a bunch of farms and extra citrus and horses, and yeah. The horse is not very important, but at least the citrus. Extra luxury is always appreciated. What's this? Just stand guard doing nothing. Our gold income is going to be restored very shortly, especially with all these city connections and such. So we're going to have a lot of trade routes. I mean, a lot of city connections. Huge gold income. Let's see. Especially when they stop being in resistance. It's going to take like 3 turns, 6 turns to restore these cities.
جيت وأنا كل أمل.
Yes, sure.
باش نوصلوا شي اتفاق. أكيد.
So he's kind of friendly with me, actually. So yeah, we might as well declare friendship with this guy. Although, if you declare war on someone who used to be a friend with you, the other nations, they will never trust you again. And if this guy is still being a dick, he's still denouncing us, your mama will pay for this in time. In fact, at some point, people are going to start declaring war on you as well, because you're one of the weaker nations. And he actually denounced Morocco as well. So now we have a lot of reasons to declare friendship with Morocco. Do we want to do that, or do we want to betray them as well? They're actually a very powerful enemy. They have a lot of cities and a huge border, and their capital is 129 strength, which makes it very powerful. Yeah, it's going to be very hard to capture. They have a bunch of wonders. They even have a lot of Casbahs here, which are basically their unique castle building. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to capture these. I mean, I could easily capture Rabat maybe, but the others, nah. And even Rabat. I mean, like, good God, there's a bunch of jungles and forests all over the place. Very difficult. And there's even a river. Very strong defensive position for Morocco, I'm afraid. It's not going to be an easy capture. And man, there's a lot of rivers here. So yeah, they really got lucky with their starting location. Except for the fact that they are between me and Assyria, yeah. So if you look on the map, the shape of my nation is really weird. It's like this. It's kind of looks like Britain, but like a reflected Britain or something. Anyways, we could use an extra worker, I suppose. Well, we want to start improving all these, repairing these guys. I want to, yes, go for the boarding party because we are going to be capturing more. There has to be more Assyrian navies around here somewhere. I'm gonna try and search for them. There has to be. How did this guy take a lot of damage? Was there like some kind of submarine around this area? I don't think so. These guys can, yeah, they can see submarines. Okay, so you could probably search this area just to see if there are any submarines. I don't see any submarines. I don't think it is possible for Assyria to have submarines either. Yeah, so what the hell? How did this guy take a lot of damage? I don't get it. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna wait until we have like 1,000 faith, and we're gonna start buying artists and great writers to try and gain more culture policies and stuff. It's gonna be a really cool game eventually. So this Great Warm Bomber, you're gonna stay, you're gonna stay, you're gonna stay as well. You can stay too. You can build a mine. Too much micromanagement. Whew, man, yeah. It's way too much. I like to keep troops all over the place, just in case my people decide to rebel against me or something. Although right now our happiness is pretty good, so we don't really need that. Great Warm Bomber, I'm gonna send you over to Nova as well. Okay, so we're gonna convert Mabanzo Congo. Yeah. So this worker has just completed the farm. We could go over to build the oil. Yes, go over to desert, build the oil. So my cities, they want a bunch of resources. They need crab, ivory, and wine. It must be one of those city-states can provide me with these resources. Let's see. Mercantile. They have porcelain and furs. Vilnius, they have pearl jewelry. Malacca. They're already my allies anyway. So I'm gonna try to see these cities that are not my allies. Ebla, perhaps. They have jewelry pearls again. Don't need that. We don't need that at all. Actually, how about Maritime here? They have pearls. They all have pearls for some reason. Valletta have pearls as well. Dude, okay. Enough pearls, man. We have more than enough. This one has pearls. A bunch of iron. Yeah, so none of the city-states have the ivory and all the other resources. This one has cotton. I mean, we could add some cotton to our lives. Melbourne. And these. Okay, so this one has wine. Alright. And they are allied with cold cheese. And we need 95 influence to increase, to have more than them. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Does anyone else have wine we could exchange with them? Numidia has wine. We're pretty much equal to them in luxury. Actually, we have even more. What will it give me? They don't want anything. Well, screw this. Let's have an embassy together, maybe. Okay. Every time somebody denounces you, you will no longer have an embassy between the two of you. And it's nice to know that Numidia is losing gold right now. That is such a relief for me. Wow, Morocco, okay, so they're making 139 gold? Really? How did they get so much gold, man? Maybe it's a good time to sell them stuff. No, so they pretty much have all the stuff that I have already. Yeah. Just not. We're pretty much equal in power. Askia has nothing else. Yeah, so okay, this is just pointless. We're gonna continue as normal. Let's take a look at the demographics. I think we should be in first place at this point. Numidia has denounced Colchis. Yeah, they're denouncing each other like babies. Absolutely useless. So yeah, we're now in first place in the land approval literacy. It's good to know. At some point we will also reach first place in GMP and manufactured goods. This guy, man. This guy has been an asshole to me for most of the game, even though we have nothing to be enemies about, but he just hates me. He never gives me any luxury resources. He adopted an opposing ideology and all this. Dioscurias and Ea. It's kind of a shame. Their color scheme is kind of cute. I like their color schemes. Brown, green. Yeah. Medes here has been completely destroyed, apparently. Isabella declared war on Ahmad al-Mansur? Really? Wow, okay. What the hell's going on? So these privateers are from Riga, and yeah, they're getting really powerful at this point. Let's see, how many troops they have? Yeah, they have a lot of privateers. But yeah, it's kind of strange. Why would Isabella declare war on Morocco? Morocco needs help. They're not going to be able to win this war. They're not going to be able to defend themselves. And how the hell is, like, Isabella, Spain, which is all the way here? There's even the geographical aspect. They're very far away from us. Although they do have like 2 airplanes in this, but they're very far away. I have no idea how they're going to be able to declare war and enforce this war. Wow, Florence is a really good friend for us. 274 influence. Okay, so we have the Pentagon. The gold cost of upgrading military units reduced by 33%, which means we can upgrade everyone. Everyone can get an upgrade. Even the submarines. But we're going to start with this. It's going to have like 180 gold. Okay. Alright, so we have an ironclad. We're going to upgrade that again. But the most terrible for me is the privateer. They require 305. Before this, they would be like 465 gold to upgrade or something. Ridiculous. Then again, they start with extra upgrades, I think, so it's kind of nice to have them. Archaeologist. You are gonna go and plunder the antiquity site right there, yeah? Come on. Tartessos. What am I gonna do with you? I'm gonna start with the research lab, maybe to increase our science. Increase our science greatly after this. I can go with the stadium. So again, we're second place in soldiers, so we don't need to worry about military too much. Although I am kind of worried about Numidia declaring war and being all crazy. So I could use an extra submarine maybe, or an extra destroyer perhaps. And then again, we could start upgrading stuff. How many submarines do we have anyway? Let's take a look here. Because if we're playing a defensive war when it comes to the navy, having like 4 submarines would be great. We have 3. We have 2 privateers, which means gonna have a lot of destroyers. How much destroyers? We have 4. We have 3 destroyers and 1 caravel. So yeah, we have more destroyers than anything else. We have 4 Great War bombers and 1. Alright, so we don't have enough of the triplanes. We need another triplane. And eventually we're gonna build an aircraft carrier or something. Build a mine here. The oil well, yes. Ah, there's a destroyer. I think we can declare peace on Assyria right now. Or maybe they're completely destroyed, I don't know. Oh, we can still. 1 turn remaining. So where's Medes or Medes? I don't know, that other nation was destroyed. I think they're completely destroyed. Let's see. Diplomacy overview. Or yeah, victory condition. I think that's where we can see it. Victory progress, yes. So you are leading by controlling 2 original capitals and Medes, yeah. Where's Medes? Oh, okay, so this is Medes, and yeah, they have been destroyed. They have been removed from the game completely, I think. Yeah, you can see here influential on 1 of 10 civilizations. It should be 11. So yeah, Medes is completely destroyed. They have no cities and they have no units remaining as well. Good. Let's check out the influence situation again, just to be sure that we're doing well. Yeah, we're popular with everyone. We're going to be dominant on Assyria. We're going to be dominant on Germanic tribes. In about how many turns? Influential in 109 turns. Ooh, okay. So the reason why is because we have been denounced, and yeah, we have different ideologies. We have no open borders whatsoever. But we're going to be popular with Mongolia. Influential over Mongolia. Oh, it's going to take quite a while. We need to increase our tourism even more if you ever want to become influential over these. Pretty much everyone is influential over the Incas. Yes, they have civil resistance and they're preferring freedom, finally. Germanic tribes prefer freedom. At any moment, I think if their happiness begins to drop below 0, they will turn into freedom, finally. Good. So yeah, we don't have to worry about Assyria anymore, because they don't have any more units. We could just send these frigates here in order to upgrade themselves. Yeah, there's a couple of damn submarines here. Yeah, I'm a little bit too worried about these Spanish submarines there. It's kind of... It's like they have this Cold War, Spain and Morocco. Spain is basically destroying all of their navy units with their submarines. Yeah, it's kind of bad. I don't think I'm going to declare war on Morocco anymore because we should even probably declare friendship.
تحياتي.
Let's see. Oh, we can't declare friendship.
كيفاش؟
Yeah, we're supposed to be friends, but no. Yeah, right. Keep this unit here for defense. So we're going to spend the rest of the game most likely playing peacefully. Although you can expect people to declare war on you at any minute. So yeah, we need to stay sharp and acquire as much gold as possible. What we're going to do is we're going to upgrade all of our navy. We're going to have a huge upgraded navy. And we're going to need a lot of gold. So that's going to be our focus. We're going to try to improve our economy as much as possible. Get some gold going. Oh man, my back hurts. I need to sit back in a more comfortable position. Yeah. Is there any iron here? There's no iron. We can't build any of the. We can't build the smeltery anywhere. There's no iron. There's no. Yeah, the Assyrian lands are quite poor here. They have no gold, no silver. Actually, there's one silver here. That's it. I mean, we could build a smeltery there. Why is Karkemish producing a worker? Did I tell them to produce a worker? I don't remember telling them that. Yeah, and they're producing a worker. We don't really need that. Yeah, I think I told them. I thought I was telling another city to produce a worker. Yeah, it's my mistake. Oh, okay. Actually, we need that worker to improve. You know, these tiles, these hills here. Build some bison, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of gold at this point because the gold will allow us to buy things. We do need to buy stuff because these cities are very late. Assyria was very late in technology, so they don't have a lot of buildings. Yeah, our faith is just not too high. Alright, so Mbanza Congo has given me a free unit. What's this? Anti-aircraft. Sweet. Definitely gonna be useful.
In nothing.
In fact, we could use this for medic maybe, or drills, or shock. Let's go for cover. We're gonna send them over to protect this city, just in case somebody attacks me from the sea with aircrafts. So which one of these cities is the most attractive? Etibirj, I think. So yeah, we're gonna send this guy to Etibirj for defense. You're gonna stay here. You're gonna stay here too. We don't need any more submarines, I think. Medical lab. It's actually slightly weaker than the aqueduct. It costs a lot of gold too. Maintenance 3 gold per turn. That's quite a lot. But we do want to increase this city's food, I suppose, because it doesn't have a lot of food anyway. Especially because I spammed all these academies in this city, and this city needs more specialists. I think, yeah, we need more science here. If you want to catch up, yeah, look at that. This city is starting to shift their specialists a little bit. We could go for the great person focus if you want. Let's go back to default. It's not much of a difference. Let's see. Yeah, it will increase our science slightly more. Oh yeah, so this one. It means all of our citizens will be assigned to science tiles, mostly the jungles and the universities and public schools. Yeah. What about culture? Faith. There's not much faith here anyway, so I should go back to default. A more balanced approach. I'm doing this because I don't have anything else to build. That's the only reason. And this city looks really beautiful. Look at this. It's like one city in the middle of the ocean. It has like a wall around it and a castle. So the overall design of the cities is just beautiful. You're gonna be defense. Gonna spread religion. Oh, 5 only? Just that's not nearly enough. We're gonna need like a prophet or something. But I don't want to waste my faith building a prophet for Mabanza Congo. And that's just silly. So you can see here, Assyria has like only one powerful city. All the others are very weak. They don't even have walls. They have no castles. Nothing. But they do have quite a bit of population. Let's go back to this one. It has a harbor, a seaport, and yeah, pretty much everything. These are smaller cities for now. I could build a solar plant in Capria because it has access to the desert. I'm not sure if I have any deserts here. No, I have no other cities with deserts. Peace treaty. Sure. Yeah. I don't really care about you anymore. You made peace with all the city-states. Good. So he is still in the game, and he's gonna spend the rest of the game denouncing me and all that. The thing is, I could probably go after him and try to destroy all of his navy units roaming around the map, but it's just so much of a hassle. I don't want to do that. So yeah, keep him in the game. It's fine. I don't mind. Okay, Spain has a battleship. They have some advanced technology going for them. Let's go for the advisor. Cancel. They have a stronger military than us. We should only consider aggression in the most dire circumstance. I'm not sure if the Moroccan army has Moroccan Empire has any army at all. Any hostilities with them would be likely one-sided. This will give you a general idea of the military of all the other people. We have a golden age. The economic advisor is probably the most important, but I don't care about them anyway. Alright, so this area is fairly well defended. We don't need to worry about them too much. Just gonna move them back. And we're gonna keep these two behind, that's enough. Alright, so what do we want to build? Let's go for the workshop. It's gonna take 5 turns only. Add to the queue. We're gonna see what we want to add here. Workshop, fine. Followed by granary maybe, or even lighthouse, library. Yeah, and a monument, of course. Finally, our gold is up to 148 per turn, which means it's going to be a very wealthy nation, very close to Morocco. I think Morocco is making like 190 something every turn. Yeah, apparently some of our cities have not yet completed the courthouse, which means and Assur is still in resistance.